Chris did a great job of showing what the assignment is asking for. He went out into Lexington, more specifically downtown Lexington, and did a really good job of capturing people in the street walking or talking to each other and got different elements of it. Like these people obviously seem like they're going to a nice dinner or some meeting, and they're looking like engaged in these two women are looking engaged in conversation almost, which is really interesting. This image here is cool because you get the street in the background with the lights dangling and the phone lines, and this man is obviously talking to someone over here, even though this person is kind of cut out of the frame. I really think he did a good job with all of his images, and he understood all the requirements that the project was necessarily asking for. Some images that I think he used composition in are things like this. You get the street, you have a person at the end of the street, and then you have these phone lines, and kind of through the phone lines, you see the sky, and over here, you see the building. And it's a really cool shot he has here. Other images that I think show texture are these ones. These you can almost see that in the leaves there's a lot of texture and all that, and like in the ground there's small leaves that have fallen, and the water that's flowing down over here, you can tell that it is water coming down from there. Even these branches, not maybe necessarily texture, but they're so thin you can tell that it's like winter time, fall time, and it's getting cooler. Even with these leaves there's more texture. I think he did an overall great job of shooting downtown Lexington. He even went with the monochromatic color scheme, and it looks really good and shows a lot of authenticity. Images that I think that stand out the best are, where is it? This one. I really like this one. This shows some true Lexington art on a building, and it's just really cool the angle he got, and it's kind of cool to see this in black and white. I'd love to see it in color eventually. I also think another image that stands out really well are things like this. Back again, you still have that art that's on the wall, but you have all these people walking down the sidewalk and like some business people talking, a man smoking a cigarette, and you have the street. And it's kind of interesting to see that there really are all different types of walks of life in Lexington. Some weak images, maybe things like this, like a parking garage, not so interesting. There's a person back there, but what are they doing? We don't really know. I don't know. Another weak one, the bench is super cool, but it's just a bench. Like the person's so far back there, like we don't really know what's going on. But I mean, overall, I liked all these images a lot. They're super compelling and just show a lot about Lexington life. Some things I think Chris could do to improve are, I don't know, get some more personality from people, and, don't shoot just objects, I guess. Like, these are interesting to look at and they are pretty, and like I can see the texture, but I know the assignment asks for people, and I know it's sometimes hard, but you did a great job getting people in your photos, but it can be hard sometimes. But I do think that all these images are really good, and I'd love to see what like your final project ends up looking like, because I think from here you can only make it better because these are already so great and just show so much. And I really like all of them a lot. But yeah, so I think Chris did a really good job overall, and he has minor things to work on, but he understands the idea of street photography, I'd say so.